I have the song Age of Aquarius in my head now because my nails are Age of Aquarius and it won't go away. Hi guys, this is Misty from the Book Rat, and it's time for another book haul. If you follow me on Twitter, you probably know I have a Better World Books haul coming because they just had a sale and things were 40% off, which meant I went a little crazy, but not as crazy as I almost went because I cut my cart in like half. But anyway, that is to come. That is not this haul. This is mostly review books and some things that I've gotten in the mail that I want to get up and show you guys before that haul comes, so we're probably going to have back-to-back hauls here. I wouldn't have it any other way. So this is mostly review books and one present, and I'm going to get straight into it because it's all awesome. First up, I got a copy of Sea of Shadows by Kelly Armstrong. I think I got this from Shelf Awareness. It's a Harper teen book. Might have come from Epic Reads, but I'm pretty sure it was Shelf Awareness. But I am a fan of Kelly's. I really like her adult Women of the Otherworld series. I have read a couple of books of her YA, but this one is actually middle grade, if I'm not mistaken, and is epic fantasy, so I'm really eager to see how she turns her writing skills and her character building to epic fantasy and to middle grade. This could be YA, but either way, epic fantasy. I do have another book by her that was middle grade, but it wasn't written under her name, and it was written with Melissa Marr. Oh, what is that book called? I don't know. I'll put it here. But that one she wrote under the name K.A. Armstrong, I think, and Melissa was M. Marr, M something Marr, I don't know. But I haven't read that one yet. It hasn't happened, but it will with this one because I'm very curious. It comes out in April 8th. So I don't think I'll be able to read it before then just because of Fairytale Fortnight coming up, but maybe I will. If not, though, I will definitely do like an excerpt or something for you guys so that you can get a feel for it, and so that I can get a feel for it and hopefully get pulled in by a Kelly Armstrong epic fantasy. Next up from Macmillan, I got a copy of The Summer Invitation by Charlotte Silver, which just sounded so charming. It's about two girls who go to stay with an aunt in New York for the summer, and it just sounded really charming. It's very thin. It had like a nostalgic feel in the summary, and sometimes I just crave that. So yeah, I was just really curious about this one. It's set over summer, and it's got that nostalgic feel. Things like that to me just scream summer read, just like lazy day out in a hammock type of reading. So I don't know, it was just calling to me. It's probably because we've been buried under like 17 feet of snow in Michigan, but that was calling to me. It comes out right before summer. It comes out in May 20th, and it just sounds sweet, kind of young coming of age and just sweet. From Scholastic, I got a copy of Better Off Friends by Elizabeth Eulberg, which I hadn't even heard of until it showed up, but I like Elizabeth Eulberg. I read Pride and Prejudice and found it very fun and engaging and charming, and want to read Revenge of the Girl with a Great Personality because, number one, it just sounds good, but number two, that is such a good title. I love it. I do have another book by her called Take a Bow, and I think it might be behind me. It is, but it's buried, so we're not gonna go there. I haven't had a chance to read that one yet, but that one too sounded good. I really like that on the spine. Okay, so the cover, it shows the two people swinging, and on the spine there are silhouettes of the guy and girl swinging. I like little details like that. But anyway, don't know too much about this one, assuming it's another engaging, fun contemporary. Romanceful, I would imagine. I'm not sure when it comes out, so let's see. It's described as When Harry Met Sally for teens. I'm gonna guess a certain memorable scene didn't get translated to the YA book. Probably not. Oh, it's out. It came out February 25th. You can pick it up, let me know what you think of it, because you'll probably get to it before I do, because I have that going on behind me. And Fairytale Fortnight and Austin in August coming up. So again, I probably won't get to this too soon, but I will try to share an excerpt with you guys, and I recommend Elizabeth because she's very fun. Next up from St. Martin's Press, I got a copy of Charm and Strange by Stephanie Kuhn. I hope I said that right. And I love this cover. It's just beautiful. Beautiful. I also love that underneath is that pop of mustard yellow from the ampersand. This one I am super eager for. Even though I don't have time, I really want to work it in soon. It is supposed to be a very powerful book, very dark, kind of messes with your mind a little bit, has an unreliable narrator, and it just won the William C. Morris Debut Award, which is an award I follow. They never steer me wrong. There have been many Morris Award winners that I have absolutely loved, so I always kind of pay attention to that. So when they asked me if I would like to feature it for you guys in some way, I said yes, absolutely. So like the other two, I'm not sure quite how soon I'll be able to read this. I will definitely be sharing an excerpt with you guys, and as soon as I'm able to work this in, I will be, and we will talk about it. But if little mindfuck reads appeal to you, things that are a little off, a little dark, and that you can't quite trust, if those things sound intriguing to you, pick up Charm and Strange. The last review book, and definitely the first to be read, is Return of Zeta the Space Girl by Ben Hotkey. Yes! Look at it. You guys already know I'm a huge fan of the Zeta series. Love it. I push it every chance I get. I have made multiple people at work read it, like forced it into their hands and said, you're gonna read this and you're gonna love it. And they did. This is the final Zeta book, which makes me really sad, but also really excited because it's in my hands and I'm gonna read it this weekend because I can't wait. You know how sometimes when you see like an old favorite, it just makes you smile? So when I see this, I see all my old favorite characters that I just adore. I'm just like, oh yay. I'm so happy to get back into the world. I'm happy to see what Zeta's up to because she's about to be tossed into prison, I believe, for saving a planet and for doing all the amazing Zeta things that she has done. So really eager to see how it goes. I love the story and the world that Ben has created. I love the art. I love the quirkiness and the charm of it all. I love the adventure. Just everything about these stories nails it for me. It just ticks off so many boxes, and just I love. Comes out in May. I don't know the date. But if you haven't already tried Zeta the Space Girl or bought it for the middle graders in your life or for yourself because it's fantastic, I strongly urge you to do so. If you are one of the people that's always asking me in comments what graphic novels to start with, what will pull you in, Zeta. Get Zeta. Zeta makes me happy. Everything about this makes me happy. Yes! That was all for the review books. I have one more package that I got in my mail, and it was a birthday present from the ever amazing Ksenia. I'm gonna hug her long distance right now. So, for my birthday, she had heard through the grapevine being Twitter, that I ended up not being able to go to Marissa Meyer's signing in Lansing because reasons, and I was bummed and I had to miss it, and I was really sad because Marissa never comes to Michigan, and she finally came to Michigan and I wasn't there. Anyway, because she's amazing, she sent me Cress by Marissa Meyer, and it is signed. Boom. You guys already know how I feel about this book. It is a maze. This was my favorite of the Lunar Chronicles so far. I loved every minute of it. I loved every character of it. I cannot wait for winter, and I'm really feeling pretty strongly that they're not going to have arcs of winter because it's the last book, and that's gonna just eat at me because then the wait between reading Cress and reading winter is going to be so long. It's not fair. I will survive by rereading the other 3 books and loving them. Again, like Zeta, if you haven't picked up these books, I strongly urge you to. I love them, and this one knocked it out of the park. If you're looking for something to read for Fairy Tale Fortnight, if you're looking for a really interesting sci-fi futuristic tale, if you're looking for something with a good amount of humor and romancefulness, Lunar Chronicles, baby. Along with that, she sent a Lunar Chronicles poster, which is the books on one side, and blueprints of the Rampion, the ship that they're in, on the other side. How cool is that? Speaking of cool, they are having all kinds of giveaways related to the release of Cress that you can enter, and they have like nail decals that have Cress on them, and they're awesome. My favorite thing though, and I like squealed like a 12-year-old seeing One Direction, they have a little flash drive that is Aiko, the android. Just, that's the coolest promotional item I think I've ever seen for a book. So go enter those. I will leave the link below. Hopefully they're still all open by the time that you see this video, but just amazingness. Amazingness! And because Cress is a retelling of Rapunzel, it also came with a Cress comb. Fun! But wait, there's more. She didn't just send me Cress and the amazingness of the Lunar Chronicle stuff. She also sent me what's in this lovely little box from Accessories, which is probably the coolest jewelry line book mashup name I think I've ever heard. You don't even know, you guys. She sent me this gold cuff. It is plated in gorgeousness, which then says, "The person, be it gentleman or lady, who has not pleasure in a good novel must be intolerably stupid," by Jane Austen. That, my friends, is awesome. And I will be wearing it all the time, but only when I'm going somewhere that it won't get scratched, because I'm a little bit terrified that it's gonna get scratched up and it needs to stay perfect. Expect to see it in every Austen and August video I do. That was the presents. She also sent me this card that cracked me up. You can see that on Instagram if you would like, as well as all of the stuff, honestly. That wrapped up the birthday amazingness. Again, long distance hug. Squish. That was everything in my mailbox. Let me know what you think in the comments of the things that I've got, and if you've read them or want to read them. Also tell me how jealous you are of that Jane Austen cuff, because it is awesome. You can also tell me how jealous you are of my bull skull ring, because again, awesome. That was a present to myself. That was all for now. Thanks for watching, and as always, happy reading. That was all for the review. It comes out right before summer. It comes out in... Have I mentioned I'm super graceful?